Who is your soulmate? Today we're going to be discussing what is a soulmate, who is your soulmate, how to know if someone is your soulmate. We all want love, we all want beautiful connections with each other, and soulmates are just one part of that. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Abby Drew. On this channel we talk spirituality, manifestation, we do tarot and guidance cards readings, all in the name of living our highest, best life. I have been on a journey, a spiritual journey, a manifestation journey for the last 5 years, and my life and my inner world as well has changed dramatically for the better. And I want to share everything I've learned with you. I want to go on a journey with you. If you're into that, subscribe, like, comment. I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to connect with you, and let's get into the video. So today we're talking about soulmates. Everyone wants love. So I do tarot and guidance cards readings, and the main topic is love. We all want to know, are we with our soulmate? What is a soulmate? Is there one out there for me? And today we're going to be discussing all of that in this video. Why do we want to know about soulmates? Why are we fascinated with the topic of soulmates? Sometimes we want to know about soulmates because we want reassurance that the person that we're with or the person that we're interested is worth pursuing, that they're worth staying with, and that you're meant to be with them, that you're on the right path by being with this person. Sometimes we want to know because we really love someone and we want to know, should we excuse their bad behavior, or should we put up with whatever we're putting up with because they're our soulmate? The answer is, if you're putting up with stuff in your relationship, that relationship is not for you. You either work on it to improve the situation or you get out of there. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into what is a soulmate. Well, firstly, to believe in soulmates, we need to believe in souls. Souls are an immaterial essence of a person that is believed to live on after their body passes away. So now that that's the premise of a soul, let's get into what a soulmate is. There are sort of two main definitions of soulmates. So the first definition of a soulmate is that it is literally the other half of your soul, that a soul was split into two bodies, and those people are forever on a search trying to find each other to reunite into being the one soul. According to ancient Greek mythology, there was once a time when humans were whole. Humanity was at peace because everyone was connected to their soulmate. Humans had 4 arms, 4 legs, 2 faces, as they were 2 humans fused together. Then the gods, namely Zeus, began fearing the humans because they were so loving and so powerful and so strong. They had so much courage because they were linked with their soulmate, that they decided to split each human in half. So what searching for your soulmate would be searching for, calling in that other half of you to reunite and become a whole again. This idea of a soul split into 2 bodies is found in Greek mythology, in Judaism, and in New Age spirituality. So it's across many different religions and cultures. If you know of another culture that also believes this soul split into 2 bodies, please name it below. I would love to hear more about it. Then we've got a second definition of what a soulmate is. And this is more like a soul tie or a karmic tie. So it's where you're destined to be with someone or meet someone because your souls have reincarnated together before. You may hear people talk about past lives or karmic ties. It's where you were incarnated with this person. You were meant to meet this person in order to resolve some kind of karmic conflict or karmic imbalance. People believe that soulmates and karmics are different. Like some people, especially in the New Age community, believe they're 2 different things. But in terms of soulmate definitions, Hinduism and Buddhism and New Age spirituality subscribe to the idea of karmic ties, soul ties. Personally, I believe we have many soulmates in many different forms. I believe that a soulmate is someone who we are destined to meet. And this could be a friend, a stranger on the street for 5 seconds. It could be your sibling. It could be your lover. I believe we meet them for a reason, in order to help our soul journey along, our soul evolution. I don't believe that we are halves coming together. I believe that we are whole souls on our own. I don't believe it has to be romantic, and I don't believe it has to be a long relationship. I believe you are destined to meet your soulmate, but you're not destined to stay with them. You're not obligated to stay with them. You always have free will. If you have learned your lesson, if they have served their purpose in your life, then you are free to move on. You are always free to choose what feels good to you. Sometimes with a soulmate, it is part of your soul's evolution to have the strength to choose yourself and walk away. Sometimes it's part of your soul evolution to have the strength to stay and show up for that person and choose to love them. If we're in a situation, a relationship that has any kind of abuse, whether that person is your soulmate or not is irrelevant. You need to choose yourself, choose your peace, and choose your safety. And I want to drive that message home. Someone being your soulmate should never be a reason that you stay with them. Soulmate should be a reason that you feel that there is magic in the world, that you, just another reason why you love them. But it shouldn't be a reason that you choose someone or stay with someone. Now, twin flames, what is that? Well, twin flames I think is a little bit of a dirty word. I don't particularly like the idea of twin flames, but I've seen many situations of people who seem to be in twin flame situations. This is definitely the idea that there's sort of like two halves again, that you're sort of a twin parts of a soul. It's normally characterized by a runner-chaser dynamic and usually toxic patterns as well in the relationship. The idea with twin flames is that you meet each other to spark growth, and you're meant to grow and resolve to either come back together or to let go of each other completely because the cycle has been healed. For the chaser, it's about them learning to detach, let go of control issues, and not to possess with love. For the runner, it's about them learning to face their fear of love and to allow themselves to be loved by another. For both of the twin flames, it is about sparking a healing journey in order for them to come into alignment with either each other or their own beings, depending on if this lifetime is about them coming together or about them learning to live without each other. Now, I said I believe soulmates can be in any shape or form. They don't have to be romantic. I'm going to tell you two stories from my own life where I believe I've met a soulmate that wasn't romantic. So one is my friend Keely. I was in my second year of uni and I decided to try the dance club. So I go on my first day and I'm wearing just like black leggings, a black singlet. I'm wearing like a moonstone necklace on a rope, and I'm there waiting in like the foyer for the class to start, and I look over and I see Keely. Obviously I haven't met her yet, but we were wearing literally the exact same outfit. We were both wearing all black. She had the same necklace, and we just kind of looked at each other, we smiled, and then we just started walking towards each other. We'd never met before, never seen each other before. We didn't even say hi. We just sort of walked over to each other and started talking to each other, and we've been friends ever since. And Keely, I believe, is a soulmate, one, because of that crazy way that we met, and two, because she came into my life at a time when I was having pivotal changes in my life, and she has been one of the biggest cheerleaders, supporters. She has helped me learn how to value myself, believe in myself. She's completely optimistic about my power and what I can achieve, and I'm there for her as well. I'm a big cheerleader of her, and I feel like I've helped her in other ways, and so I believe she's a soulmate, one, because of how we met and how magical that was, and two, because of what we have done for each other in our lives. Another example of a soulmate is my friend Jake. So I met Jake through work. It was crazy even how I got to work at this place, because there's lots of things that had to come into play. So to work at this place, there was a flyer only put up at my friend's hall at uni. So no other halls, not the hall that I lived in. They only put up at that one hall. My best friend, who was living at that hall, saw it when she was walking past it one day on her way to class, took a picture of it, texted it to me, and that's how I got the flyer for the job. I then applied for the job, obviously got the job, Jake got the job, and then we were like, oh, we should like carpool. And so I would drive us to work, and we just struck up a friendship, and we've been friends ever since. We have a kind of sibling dynamic. Like I feel like I'm a big sister, and he's younger than me, so I feel like I'm like a big sister to him. And we were talking one day about like past lives and reincarnating, and who we thought in our lives we have reincarnated with, like just as a fun conversation. It was a light conversation. And I was like, I feel like we have a past life together, just because of our familiarity and how close we became in such a short amount of time. He was like, yeah, I feel like we were too. And then we both said at the same time that we feel like we were married in our past life. And so this would be the example of the second definition of soulmates. And it was crazy that we both had that intuition that we were married in a past life, and both had the feeling that we were in a past life together. That was really special too. I want to talk now about soulmate recognition and magnetism versus just normal physical chemical attraction we feel with people. Because obviously we see someone attractive who's our type, maybe they've got a great personality and we're gravitating towards them. And then there might be another instance where we see someone and we don't know why we're attracted to them. We just, like me and Keely, we just walk towards each other for no reason. I think people sometimes get caught up in, but I want to be with them so much, or I love them so much, so they must be my soulmate. You can have a happy life, happy relationship with someone who's not your soulmate. It's not a requirement for love. I want to tell you a theory of love and attraction that my acting teacher taught me. Her name is Lindell, and she described a theory of attraction that we're attracted to people who we think share our traumas or our deepest emotional experiences with. And by knowing each other's traumas and feeling what other people went through and experienced, we strengthen bonds. And it's almost like trauma bond, which I think is also another thing that people confuse with soulmates, is when they're trauma bonded to someone and they think they're a soulmate because they're like, we've been through so much together and I can't let them go. And really it's just a psychological, emotional mix-up that has happened. So we did this exercise at acting class where me and my scene partner, we were in a love scene, a romantic scene, and we had to look each other deep in the eye and imagine each other going through what we felt was our worst ever experience in life. And after that, you do feel closer to the person. You feel like they know you. You feel like, wow, we're the same. And so there's also an idea of shared trauma bonding that can be confused with soulmates. And then we've also got, outside of that, just normal attraction, physical attraction, chemical attraction. Okay, so let's get to, are they your soulmate? Firstly, I want you to assess, why are you asking this question? And if this is about someone specific that you're thinking about who is your soulmate or are they your soulmate, what would the answer change for you? Is it that you want reassurance that you're in the right partnership? Is it that they've done something terrible to you and you want a reason to hold on to them? So I really want you to think deeply about what this answer would mean to you, if it was a yes or if it was a no, and if it would change anything for you. Because again, as I said, we can have fully beautiful, happy love lives with people who are divine for us, who are not our soulmates. And we have the free will also to choose someone who's not our soulmate or choose not to be with our soulmate. Secondly, let's answer it. Okay, I have a few questions that would answer, are they your soulmate? So if the answer is yes to most of these questions, I would say it indicates a soulmate connection. 1, did they come into your life at a moment of pivotal change? So in close proximity time-wise to a big change in your life, whether it was a move, starting a new degree, maybe making a big change in your life, such as becoming sober or losing weight or going to therapy, some kind of big change in your life. Were they around there? Did they come into your life around that time, whether before or after, but very close to that time? Secondly, has knowing this person helped you grow as an individual? Have they helped you learn something about yourself? Have they helped you embrace something about yourself? Have they helped you up-level your life? 3, did you feel a sense of inexplainable familiarity or a draw to this person that was not physical attraction, such as the example of Keely and I? 4, do you lose time around them? Do they make you feel like anything is possible? Feel like life is magical, or there's a sense of higher value or magic, mystery? Do you believe in magic when you're around them? Do you feel like they just have something special and make life beautiful? So if you have yes to most of those answers about the person you're asking about, then yes, they are your soulmate. In whatever capacity they have arrived in your life. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe, like, comment down below. I would love to hear your soulmate story. If you have any of those magical meetings like the ones I discussed today, I would love to hear about them. They always make my heart glow. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Abby Drew, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!